So, hello everyone. So, I hope everybody is doing good. So, GATE examination is over, right? And GATE response sheet is also over, right? And we are all ready with our predicted All India ranks also, right? So, now, but currently, the people who are disappointed with their GATE examination, you have a beautiful option called PGEE examination, which is usually conducted by IIIT Hyderabad. So recently, the exam notification, the PGEE exam notification is released by IIIT Hyderabad, right? Along with the subjects, along with the syllabus, right? So now in this particular session, in previous session, you know that in one of the series, if you can see our IIITH Engineering Academy YouTube channel, related to that notification, one of my colleague called Kaushik sir have given the overview of the notification. But in this session, what is my motive? My motive is, as you are having exactly, you can say that 60 days for that PGE examination, how effectively we can use those 60 days of preparation. So for that, we are bringing a preparation strategy or else a preparation roadmap during this 60 days of time period. So you know that IIITH Engineering Academy is always upfront to support the students whenever they need it, right? As part of that, this is one of the session. So please go through this session. So before going to see the particulars, I just want to give you the overview of this PGE examination, right? So if you can see, through this PGE examination, you know that it is being conducting by IIIT Hyderabad. Through this PGE examination, we can get admissions into MTech or MS by research or PhD. So these details already been given by my colleague in our previous session related to PGE notification by Kaushik sir, right? So MTech duration is 2 years, MS by research 2 years, and PhD it is 5 years. And who are the eligible? The eligibility criteria is been already given, right? If you are considering for MTech course, and if you are considering for MS course also, the eligibility criteria is been given in our previous video, right? So I am not focusing much on this particular particulars, right? So if you can see, even the next third course, if you see the PhD, for that also it is clearly given the eligibility criteria. You check your eligibility criteria and you can get into, or else you can opt PhD admission through PGE examination, or else you can opt MS by research admission into IIIT Hyderabad by attempting this PGE examination, as well as MTech also, right? So these are the 3 courses, and this is what your eligibility criteria with respect to that PGE examination. And you can see that this is what main point here. MS by research and PhD can have additional round of interview process, but MTech is purely depends on the written examination. And for this written examination, what is the exact syllabus? It is given, you know, the 2 papers. What are the 2 papers? One is general aptitude paper, another one is your respective subject. So which branches are eligible to write this PGEE examination? That is also we clearly mentioning here, like CSE, ECE and civil people. Now, if you can see, the portal is already been opened on 20th February 2026. And application portal can be closed by 31st March 2026, and the entrance exam is on 2nd May. So exactly you are having 60 days of time period, correct? And the application fee, while you are registering to this PGE examination, you have to pay 3,100 rupees, which is non-refundable. And you know, for MS by research and PhD, we are having additional round of interview. Those interviews dates are also mentioned clearly. and that is on campus, means physically we need to attend. For MS by Research on 10th June 2026 and 11th June 2026. For PhD, 12th June 2026 and 13th June 2026, physically we need to go to the campus, IIIT Hyderabad campus, and we need to appear for that interview process after written examination clearance, right? So now the main motive is here, what is the examination pattern? If you can see, general aptitude having 50 questions, all are MCQ questions, duration is 90 minutes, and subject paper in the sense that is might be a CSE paper, ECE paper, or else civil paper, that is also having 50 questions and the duration is 90 minutes. And this is the main point. Negative marking is there in the examination, which is 25% for both general aptitude as well as your subject paper. So let us look into a syllabus for this PGE examination with respect to each subject. If you can see, engineering mathematics, which is common for all branches like CSE, ECE and civil. So you are having linear algebra as well as you are having calculus part also. And these are the subtopics as part of your linear algebra, like matrices, rank, determinates and its properties, eigenvalues, eigenvectors. These are the subtopics that you have to focus on with respect to this linear algebra topic. Then coming to the calculus topic, integration is there, differentiation is there, limits is there, continuity and differentiability is there, convergence and divergence of the series is there, maxima and minima, mean value theorem, partial derivatives, ordinary differential equations and applications, initial and boundary value problems. These are the various subtopics that you need to focus on with respect to this calculus topic, right? So then coming to after engineering mathematics, look at computers, the subjects that we are having as part of this computer science branch, and I clearly mentioning this particular session is for CSE branch of students. Okay, so coming to as part of GATE examination, as you are done recently this GATE examination, GATE 2026, there are so many subjects you have, right? But here, how many subjects you need to focus? Only 8 subjects you need to focus apart from APTI and engineering mathematics. These are the core subjects that you need to focus on. So you don't have COA, computer organization and architecture, you don't have theory of computation, you don't have compiler design. So means comparatively your GATE examination, PGE examination, syllabus is less. And of course, you have already gone through the syllabus of your GATE examination. And this syllabus, if you see, it is equal, both are almost equal. So based on the GATE examination preparation itself, we can easily clear this PGE examination also. But look at the subjects list. Digital logic is there, C programming is there, data structures is there, basic algorithms and problem solving is there, discrete mathematics is there and probability theory, relational database, which is your DBMS concepts are there, computer networks is there and operating systems also there. So these are the subjects if you are opting CSE paper as a paper 2 and you need to prepare these subjects here. But if you go to individual, like what are the subtopics in each subject that we need to focus, if you see, digital logic, number systems and conversions we need to focus, Boolean algebra and minimization, K-maps, combinational circuits, sequential circuits, flip-flops, counters and registers. So these are the topics that you need to focus if you are preparing this digital logic subject. Then if you consider C programming, in connection with this PGE examination, the topics that you need to focus with respect to this C programming subject is pointers and pointer arithmetic, recursion tracing, structures and unions, dynamic memory allocation, arrays and strings, some output based programs. So these are the topics that you need to focus with respect to this PG examination in connection this C programming subject. Then coming to data structures. If you are preparing for data structures, then these are the topics that you should not leave. And these are the topics that are very important in connection with this PG examination. So if you see complexity analysis, stacks and queues, linked list, trees, and specifically BST, binary search tree, AVL tree, traversals, tree traversals, heaps and priority queues, hashing, graph representations, these are the topics that you need to focus with respect to this data structure subject. Then basic algorithms and problem solving. From this algorithms topic subject, what are the topics that you need to focus? Asymptotic notations we need to focus much. Recurrence relations also we need to focus. Divide and conquer we need to focus. Greedy algorithms and dynamic programming, specifically if you see knapsack and LCS and shortest paths also we need to focus here. If it is data structures, if it is you can say the design and analysis of algorithms subject. And these are the topics from that particular subject you need to focus, right, while you are preparing for PGEE examination. Then coming to discrete mathematics and probability, sets, relations and functions, propositional logic, combinatorics, graph theory, basic probability rules, conditional probability and Bayes theorems. So these are the respective topics we need to focus in connection with this discrete mathematics subject while we are preparing for PGEE examination. Then DBMS, if you see, the topics that we need to focus here is ER model basics, functional dependencies, normalization, SQL queries, transactions and acid properties, and concurrency control. So these are the topics that we need to focus with respect to this DBMS subject. Then coming to operating systems, process and thread concepts, basic concepts, CPU scheduling algorithms, inter-process synchronization, specifically semaphores and monitors, deadlocks, specifically deadlock prevention techniques and avoidance techniques. And coming to the memory management, paging we need to cover, segmentation we need to cover, and virtual memory also we need to cover. So these are the topics that we need to focus much with respect to this operating system subject. Then coming to computer networks, OSI and TCP IP layers means both reference models, switching techniques like circuit switching, packet switching and virtual circuit switching, error detection and correction, flow and congestion control, what are the various differences between TCP and UDP, and the TCP related features, right? Then routing algorithms and subnetting, these are the topics that we need to focus if you are with respect to this computer network subject. Then aptitude, it is a separate paper, right? So far I have showcased you technical paper topics with respect to each subject we need to focus. Then coming to aptitude, limit is not there. So there are so many topics that you are having in the aptitude, but just I am mentioning some subtopics or some topics related to this aptitude which we need to focus. Time and distance, simple interest, profit and loss, ratio and proportions, percentage, etc. These kind of topics that you need to focus with respect to this aptitude subject. So these are the main topics that you need to focus with respect to every subject in both the papers. Like you can say that aptitude paper is different and technical paper is different, you know. So now how to prepare all these topics? As it is 60 days of time period is there, okay. So you can divide these topics as follows, like phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, like that you can divide and allocate some time period for each and every topic. If you see, before going to see that particular period allocation, the order, priority, right? The order in which we need to start our preparation. So, as per the previous students who are appeared for this PG examination, who cleared this PG examination, who got into that IIIT Hyderabad through this PG examination, from those students what we have collected, this is what the information that we need to collect it. So, most of the syllabus, most of the weightage, you can say, most of the weightage in the examination can be given to these three subjects like data structures and algorithms and operating system. I can show you that, but this is the order that you need to follow in order to cover that syllabus. So, first focus on data structures and algorithms related topics, and then operating systems, after that digital logic, and then DBMS, computer networks, C programming and discrete mathematics. So, this is the order that we need to focus while we are preparing for this PG examination. So, now this is based on this, how I have given this order, in the sense you can say based on this. So, the probability or as the expected weightage for data structures, you can say 15 to 20%, which is very, very high. And if it is algorithms, again the same weightage, like 15 to 20% of weightage is there. Operating systems little low comparatively, algorithms and data structures, which is 12 to 15%. So, now if you check here itself 50% of the questions or 50% of the content examination is there. So, that is why I am saying that these are the three subjects which are very high priority oriented subjects. After that, you are having digital logic, expected weightage is 10 to 12%, DBMS 10 to 12%, computer networks 8 to 10, C programming 8 to 10, right, and discrete maths and probability 5 to 8%. So, overall I can say the most weightage is going to data structures, algorithms and operating systems. Okay, right. So, let us go to the preparation strategy exactly during the 60 days, how we can plan. See, there are some foundation subjects, you can say foundation subjects. So, those foundation subjects you can opt in phase 1 of your preparation, like day 1 to 15 days you are allocating to these foundation subjects, 15 days you are allocating. Among the 15 days, first 5 days you can allocate to discrete mathematics, and the next 5 days you can allocate to digital logic, and the next 5 days you can allocate to C programming. And I clearly mentioned in my previous slides what are the topics that you need to focus with respect to every subject. I just listed out some of them here, okay, but this is what the main thing that you need to consider. So, during those 15 days of time, during those 5 days of time period, if you see discrete mathematics we have given first, right, we have given first discrete mathematics here, foundation, so 15 days. So, as part of the discrete mathematics, what are the topics that you are having? If you see, these are the topics that you need to focus during the first 5 days of your preparation, okay. So, that is what my intention here. I just mentioned only few, but you go through the previous slide of discrete mathematics and those topics you need to focus during the 5 days, okay. Then the next 5 days you need to concentrate on the digital logic, and then next 5 days you need to concentrate on the C programming. This is what your phase 1, which is foundation phase, that you are giving almost, you can say, the 2 weeks of time period. Then phase 2, you can see DSA, core DSA, like data structures and algorithms, right, and C programming. These things, if you can see, during the first 1 week of time period, you can give 16 to 22. This one week of time period you allocate to data structures out of these particular days, and then 23 to 35 days. It means, you can say, here you are giving 16 to 20 days of time period it is almost, right? 20 days of time period. Among these 20 days of time period, here you are giving 1 week and here you are giving 2 weeks. So 1 week you completely dedicated to data structures. 2 weeks you can give to data structures plus algorithms, mixed problems practice, and you can start working out of operating system also. Like part 1 means you can say process and threads concepts, process scheduling algorithms, and inter-process synchronization. These are the topics that you can cover as part of this operating system part 1. Then coming to phase 3, you can see the systems and networking, which is been allocating to again 2 weeks. Among these 2 weeks, first week you can allocate to operating system part 2, which are the leftover topics like deadlocks, memory management, these things you can cover here. And next 1 week you can give into computer networks like OSI, TCP/IP reference model, routing, switching, right, flow control techniques, error detection techniques, these are all you can give here. Then the next 10 days, what you have to do? First 3 days, you try to do revision, full syllabus revision, and then take 1 mock paper. You know that Engineering Academy is giving you or providing that PGEE mock paper test series, you can say. So you can enroll for that Engineering Academy test series in connection with this PGEE examination. So that mock paper you can attempt here. From that mock paper, you can get some idea which topics you are strong, which topics you are weak. So focus on that particular weak topics and fixing them, like again revise them, right? And then day 57 you take another mock paper. And again you can concentrate on the fixing your weak topic, weak area. And then 59th day you can take mock test, and 60th day also you can take another mock test. So like this you need some practice, you need some revision, and you need consistency. So without consistency and revision and practice, it is not possible to have a success. So daily your routine should be like this. What is the routine here? Your concept learning daily should be 3 hours. Problem solving should be 2 hours. And then concentrate on the weak part. After starting you have to do revision for 1 hour. Like this 6 hours a day if you can practice in a consistent manner, right? Easily you can succeed in this particular PGE examination. And you do mock test series up to your mental satisfaction. So this is what the procedure, exact procedure, you know, everybody can give you the syllabus and etc., but without proper guidance, even though you know the concepts, right, how to prepare or something, but without the proper roadmap, success is not much easy. So if you follow this particular roadmap during the 60 days of time period before going to this PG examination, you can easily see yourself into IIIT Hyderabad. So I hope this session is helpful to you. Thank you.